welcome viewers. We have today an Olympiad math question. If 1 minus 343 n raised to the power 3 equal to 0, then what will be the value of n? Let us solve it. Solution: 1 minus 343 n raised to the power 3 equal to 0. Now, to start with, I want you to see that 343 is the same thing as 7 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7, which is 7 raised to the power 3. Also, 1 is the same thing as 1 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 1, which is 1 raised to the power 3. Therefore, from the given question, I can now write it as 1 raised to the power 3 minus 7 n all raised to the power 3 is equal to 0. Okay? Because 7 raised to the power 3 will give me 343. And then n raised to the power 3. Okay. If I give you a raised to the power 3 minus b raised to the power 3, this is equal to a minus b into a squared plus ab then b squared. That is what it will be. Therefore, going by this rule, I will apply it to this given question, where a is 1 and b is 7n. So, applying it, I will now have this 1 raised to the power 3 minus 7n all raised to the power 3 will now be equal to, for me, it will be 1 minus 7n into 1 squared is 1, then plus 1 times 7n, which will give me 7n, then plus 7n squared, which is 49n squared. Very correct. I have applied the rule. Now, remember the whole of this is equal to 0 as given. The whole of this is equal to 0. What this means is that the first bracket is equal to 0 and the second bracket also is equal to 0. I can now write 1 minus 7n is equal to 0, and then also 1 plus 7n plus 49n squared is equal to 0. The second one is quadratic, the first is linear. Therefore, from the first equation, we find the value of n. If I have 1 minus 7n equal to 0, 1 is equal to 7n, and the n is equal to 1 all over 7. So I have gotten the first value of n as required. Okay, now from the second bracket, here I will have it written as 7n squared, 49n squared, then plus 7n, then plus 1 is equal to 0. By quadratic equation, going by quadratic formula, a here is equal to 49, b is equal to 7, and c is equal to 1. Quadratic formula says that minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4 multiplied by a multiplied by c, everything divided by 2 multiplied by a. Now, substitution. The values of a, b, and c are known. So I put it into the quadratic formula to get minus 7 plus or minus, then 7 squared is going to give me 49. Going by the formula, b is 7. So 7 raised to the power 2 is 49. Minus 4 multiplied by a, and a here is 49. Okay, multiplied by c, which is 1. Everything divided by 2 multiplied by a. And the value of a is 49. Mathematics is life. Kindly subscribe to my channel. Now going forward, I will have it written as minus 7 plus or minus, then 49 minus 4 times 49 times 1 will give me 169, all divided by 98. We keep moving until we get the final answer for the values of n that are remaining, because the values of n are meant to be 3, We have gotten one real answer and we are about to get the remaining two. Now from here, what I will have next is minus 7 plus or minus the square root of 49 minus 169 will give you minus 120 all over 98. This can be written as minus 7 plus or minus, then 120 is the same thing as 4 multiplied by 30, then multiplied by the square root of minus 1. Okay? If I multiply the whole of this, I am going to get minus square root of minus 120. But then, note that root negative 1 is equal to I. That implies that I will have minus 7 plus or minus square root of 4 is 2, then square root of 30I, all divided by 198. Recall that the whole of this should be divided by 98. Okay, very correct. What next should be done? We can write it as minus 7 all over 98 plus or minus 2 root 30I divided by 98. So that 7 here 1, 7 here is 14. And I have minus 1 all over 14 plus or minus 2 here is 1, 2 here is 49. So I have it as square root of 30I all over 49. This is this two values of n that are remaining. So we can now say n is equal to minus 1 over 14 plus or minus square root of 30I all over 49. We have two values here, but then the two values of n, because we have plus or minus, are both complex. So one real value of n and two complex values of n. Thank you, dear friends, for watching to the end. Do subscribe to my channel and may God bless you.